Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Kitty and today we're going to style some streetwear influenced outfits for spring summer. Let's get into it.
Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Hey, welcome back to my channel and hello if you're new, my name is Kitty. I am a fashion stylist and a content creator on the internet. I love alternative fashion, but I also love streetwear, and I try to incorporate little elements of both into different outfits, but I feel different every single day. I think there are a lot of us that can resonate with just wanting to dress slightly differently sometimes. I'm not like a pure goth who wants to dress like super goth all the time, and I love streetwear and like high fashion, but I also don't want to just be like a copy and paste of what's trending. That's just not my vibe. I've always been a big sneaker and streetwear collector, and there are so many pieces in my wardrobe that will stay in my wardrobe forever, I think, because they are either iconic statement pieces or simple everyday pieces that are just really good quality. Stussy is one of my favorite brands. I've got so much Stussy, and Stussy is such good quality and the pieces are timeless in my opinion. Supreme, I kind of dip in and out of. I like a lot of vintage Supreme, and there are certain collaborations that Supreme have done that I love and that I would like to get my hands on one day, but I'm not like an avid Supreme collector. I got really like bored when the hype was just at its max about 5 years ago, and it kind of bored me off, and the only pieces that I was collecting were like secondhand. Like vintage isn't really, it feels weird to say vintage Supreme, but like older Supreme is what I'm gonna say. I also love brands like This Is Never That. Pleasures is one of my favorite streetwear brands because they're very like alternative influenced. They've done a lot of like metally, rock, emo-y collaborations in the past, and you can see in their designs that they have a lot of alternative influences. I also love brands like Noah, who are a streetwear brand, but they also lean towards more of like a mature streetwear brand. Their collections are quite varied and can be everything from like your classic hoodies, tracksuits, t-shirts to jackets, outerwear pieces, a lot of suiting and shirts. It's a menswear brand, as most streetwear brands are, but they've done a lot of collaborations with hardcore bands, and I love hardcore. So for example, they did a Youth of Today collaboration and I bought quite a lot of pieces from that. Yeah. I quite like Palace. I've got a couple of pieces from Palace, but like not loads of pieces. I say Stussy is definitely one of my staples. Right now, you can't see it fully, you'll see it in the rest of the video. I'm wearing a fucking awesome t-shirt. I like more of the kind of like skate side of streetwear, like that's more my vibe. I was a little skate girl when I was a kid, and I think that leans more into kind of like the punk scene, so it makes a lot of sense for me, which I guess is why I got into Supreme like back in the day, because it is a skate brand. I really love Bape, aka A Bathing Ape, and I like some of the ape stuff as well. I've got bits and pieces from all of those collections. Stray Rats is a brand that I really like that is very influenced by like the heavy music and hardcore scene. I actually don't own any of their pieces still. I kept like trying to buy pieces, and then I'd be like, oh, I've got so many t-shirts, I don't need another one. And then they did the New Balance collaboration. I'm like, oh, I probably don't need any more trainers. Although they were cool, they weren't like, I don't know, a pair that I needed. They did quite colourful collaborations, especially the ones that I could find in my size, and I'm not so much like a super colourful sneaker girl. I mean, I've got absolutely hundreds of pairs of trainers, sneakers, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, I try to be picky sometimes, but I do really like their collections, and one day I will own something from them. Another streetwear brand that I absolutely love is Brain Dead. If you don't know Brain Dead, then you need to check them out. They do so many collaborations with the music industry in general. When they first started, there were quite a few like DJ collaborations, and then they started to do a lot more alternative collaborations. They collaborated with Korn last year, one of my favorite collections that they've ever done. I bought a t-shirt from that collection, which is so sick. And they've also done quite a few hardcore collaborations, like smaller bands, which I really like to see. And in general, they just like to collaborate with like young artists, and they're like a collaborative brand in general. And I love that about them. It feels very authentic, and streetwear should be authentic. I also love the Hundreds. Bobby Hundreds is like such an icon and such an influence to me. He is a hardcore kid at heart, and he's collaborated with a lot of bands and a lot of hardcore bands specifically. He's done H2O collaborations before, Youth of Today, Revelation Records, etc. So yeah, I own a lot of pieces from all of these brands, unless I said I didn't. But those are the brands that I really, really like in streetwear. And there's way more, but I just mean like the way that my streetwear obsession leans is in more of an alternative direction, which makes sense because that's the kind of music that I listen to, obviously. So yeah, just a simple one. I wanted to style a few outfits that are like streetwear inspired for spring summer, and there are 3 outfits today. Let me know if you like them, let me know which is your favorite in the comments, and if you'd like to see me do more, maybe in my next video I'll do more than 3 outfits. It's just that my brain capacity could do 3 today. I know that lots of people shoot like tons and tons of outfits for one video, but I'm trying to be consistent and bring you guys like lots of content, like weekly content on this channel. And it takes quite a lot of effort to style these outfits, but I could do more. If you want me to, let me know. Or are you happy with these like weekly videos that kind of have like 3 outfits? I break them down and like hopefully it gives you guys some inspiration. Talking about also like the brands that I love, I'm hoping that that kind of like maybe instigates you to go and check them out. If you haven't heard of them before, we can discuss like more brands in the comments. Please let me know if there's a brand you think I should check out. Obviously I like Drop Dead as well. People always seem to comment that when I talk about like heavy music inspired streetwear. For me, Drop Dead, they don't really sit in like the streetwear category. They just sit in like the brand category. I don't know why. I think it's because it's a brand that was started by a musician, and he wasn't necessarily trying to be like streetwear to begin with. It was like emo wear. It was started in the MySpace days. This is I know the history of these things. This is like my generation. But I would say they lean more into like an alternative streetwear box now, and I do really love their collections at the moment. I also love Named Collective, which again is kind of like, do you call it streetwear? I mean, I guess so. It's very like alternative influenced, like sport streetwear. It definitely has a lot of Y2K influences. That's the kind of vibe they're going for. I really love their stuff. I recently bought myself a hoodie from their sale. I've talked about a lot of this kind of stuff before, whether it's on YouTube or on my TikTok, but I thought it'd be great to like style some outfits like this on here and we can discuss the brands. Let me know which is your favorite outfit from today's video, and let me know if there's any brands you think I should check out, ones that I'm missing out on in this context, in this video. And if you'd like me to talk more about alternative streetwear influenced fashion, I can do it all day long. Also, like the collaborations that these brands have done, I could break those down into videos. If you guys would be interested, let me know. I want to bring you content that you're interested in. If you enjoyed this video, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out.